Right, let's head back to Stamford Bridge now, shall we? talkSPORT's Quaker Faris chatting to some Chelsea fans.
That's right, Andy. I'm here outside Stamford Bridge following the shock sacking of Thomas Tuchel by Chelsea Football Club. I've been talking to football fans and Chelsea fans all day. I'm here with another one, Leonie, the Chelsea fan. What's your initial thoughts on the Tuchel sacking?
I was absolutely shocked. I had a bit of a late night last night, so I actually woke up to the news and my phone was going absolutely mad. And I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I thought under this new regime with Bowley coming in, I felt like this was the time where we have a manager that's in it for the long haul. I've been following Chelsea for 20 plus years. I've seen 17 different managers. I thought this was the time where we would have someone in for the future.
There's been a lot of talk about Chelsea's poor run and poor start to the season. Do you think some of the players are to blame for Chelsea's poor start and maybe they're culpable for Tuchel sacking?
I don't like to put the blame on anyone. I think it's a collective thing, isn't it? We know we've been underperforming, and I think it's one of those. We've not had a great start to the season. It's been difficult viewing for a lot of Chelsea fans. I think we've brought in new players. I think this was the confusion with what's happened today. We've just had the transfer window. We've brought in new signings. We know we're going through a transition period. We lost most of our defence before. We've brought in new players. So I think at this time, I think we have to consider for Tuchel as well, this is a transition period and it's difficult for us to watch, you know, with these games that we've witnessed so far. But there was a lot more to consider than just, you know, bad performance.
Finally, quick one. Graham Potter, is he the man for the job?
I mean, he's a great manager. He's done amazing things at Brighton. I think they've lost players this season as well, and they're still performing to a really high level. I think, if anyone, I would prefer to have him as manager. It'd be great to see an English manager in the Champions League as well. I'm sure Graham Potter didn't envisage him at the San Siro in a few weeks' time. But I think he's a fantastic manager, and whoever we bring in, we're going to be behind them. Obviously, we're going to have a period of mourning because Thomas Tuchel was a fantastic manager. But Graham Potter, I think he could be up for the job. And for him personally, I think this could be a real step up for him. And I think he would be a very good candidate.
Andy, those were the thoughts of one Chelsea fan. I'll be speaking to more Chelsea fans throughout the course of the evening. Come and chat to me. If you're watching it on YouTube or you're listening to it on the radio, come and talk to me. I want to hear your thoughts on the sacking of Thomas Tuchel as well as a potential appointment of Graham Potter. Back to you, Andy.
Good work as always. Right, let's go to the phone line, shall we? You want to have your say? 03717223344. Richard's a Chelsea fan. Hello, Richard.
All right, lads. Great show as usual.
Thank you, Richard.
Cheers, Rich.
Go on, how are you feeling? What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is I think it's a terrible decision to sack this man. He could have walked last season when we had the sanctions, but no, he stuck by the club. 5 games in, they sacked him. Let's get one thing straight, yeah? We got new players. They haven't had many games together. The back two last night, that was their second game together. Right? We needed players. It's wrong to sack him, right? As for Pochettino, I do not want that idiot nowhere near my club.
Rich, let me ask you a question, though, because you said it there, and listen, it shocked me as well. But should Chelsea fans really be shocked? Because this has been your module at your football club for probably 20 years plus.
Yeah, but Bowley come out and said he's going to change that module. So, no disrespect, he hasn't changed it, has he? He turned around and said to everyone he's going to make a statement signing. Well, he hasn't made one statement signing yet. He can't... My statement signing would have been go all out and get Declan Rice. Instead, we're spending 20 million on players that aren't even playing in the first league so they can play as kids. It's no good. It should have been... What Tuchel did at that club when we had the sanctions was unbelievable. And he got treated like this after 5 games. No, it's a joke. And the only man that I want, if now he's gone, and there's only one man, is Potter. But he's got to be given the time to do what he can do.
100%, Rich.
He will. I think he
has
will
to be given the time.
Richard, thank you for your time. Let's speak to George, another Chelsea fan. Hello, George.
You right, guys? Great show as always.
Thanks, Georgie. Go on.
Right, so, like, after the shell shock this morning, you know, I was I was just shell shocked. But I called this last week. They even put me on the YouTube talkSPORT epic rant from Chelsea fan, right? I said that Tuchel was on thin ice and he was under pressure. Everyone laughed at me. Danny Murphy said, he lost the plot. Now look what's happened exactly 7 days later. That performance at Southampton was not good enough, okay? That performance at Leeds was not good enough. We shouldn't lose to a team like that last night, but we did. And I think there's more going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. You know, I think he fell out with them for whatever reason. He's fallen out with them. But when new owners come in, 9 times out of 10, they bring their own manager. They get rid of the manager that's in there. You know, I am gutted. I love Tuchel. I loved what he did. I liked everything about him. But you know, I said it when he came that he'd probably come in, we'll win the Champions League, and then he'd fall out with the board because apparently he fell out with Dortmund, he fell out with PSG. You know, maybe this is his pattern. But we got to move on now from it. You know, because Chelsea Football Club can't be playing football.
Oh, George, we can't hear you.
I said Chelsea Football Club can't be playing football like they did against Southampton. That's just not good enough.
No.
You know, so someone like Potter coming in, you know, I don't know. The circus just rolls on, doesn't it? We're a circus. We are a circus.
George, thank you for your call. It is, I mean, it's Cundy's phrase. I'm stealing it from him, but it's a basket case of a club. But whatever they do seems to work.
It has worked for that club because they've been crazy, unbelievably successful.
Yeah.
Took a couple Champions Leagues, couple Europa Leagues, Premier Leagues in there.
Win a trophy, sack a manager. Win a trophy, sack a manager.
So it shouldn't be. We've seen managers win more and get sacked. Do you know what I mean? So it is crazy, but I hope Potter, and I quite like the fact that you've got a big club, because Chelsea are a massive football club, have won the biggest trophies, and their supporters are being quite fair by saying, okay, well, maybe we don't need to go for the biggest names of the Zidans of that nature. Let's go for something a little bit different, a good coach in Graham Potter. So listen, I hope he gets the job, although it'd be gutting on Brighton because what he's done at that football club. But for someone
who, I'm going to ask you this question, but answer now because we're over. Brighton manager, if he goes, Brighton manager next.
It's tough.
Okay. We'll take calls from Brighton fans as well. Lots to talk about. One number to dial. Get involved. Pick up the phone. 03717 223344.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.